Oh man, this is gonna look great. And it's funny too because I just put the halos on, so
the what?
The halos. I got the halos on there. So
Show
my
me
Super 73 is looking kind of fierce, and now it's gonna look even better with this thing.
Yeah. I saw that. They look dope. Yeah.
Wow. All right, so guys, if you guys did not already know, this is the company that took care of the Bandit that we are building right now. And now we've taken it one step further to the Super 73 that we got going on. Today I got a special delivery from none other than, it's time for an unboxing. So what is in the box? That can't be the basket. It is way too small. But it came just in time because I am starving. Thank you guys. Oh, and I love Funyuns. And the Latino in me loves them flaming hot. What the heck? What is this? It is a bungee cord. And all the necessary hardware. Check it out, check it out. I have a new toy for my RX. I'll be visiting the guys again at ARCANEMOTO. Oh, what's up, Diego?
Johnny? Come on in, man. Good to see you.
What's going on?
How you doing, man?
I got something for you. Alright, so this is an IRVLab basket. And I recently acquired a Super 73 RX. Oh! How you doing? Nice to see you. Alright, so I could easily take this and throw it on the bike and bam, I have a nice basket.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do it a little bit differently. I wanted the basket to actually match the color of the paint of that bike.
Okay.
If I stick it inside there, I think black, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
If it matches the color of the bike, it's gonna blend. I think a little bit better.
Okay.
So I actually have the bike here. I don't know if that's the process that you guys go through.
Let's look at the
Maybe
bike.
it'll make it a little easier for you to pick out the color for me.
Oh, definitely.
This is the color that I want to match. There's no color code. Super 73 won't give me a color code.
Yeah, that's what especially brought in.
So
Try
it's
to
just-
find one
That's what I want to hear. What's the process like? So from an outsider coming in, hey, I want this in this gray. They gotta do just that, what I did?
There's several ways to color match. The first and easiest is to deal with us and try to find a color by physically matching swatches or samples. And then, you know, if we're happy with that, then that's where it ends. We'll order the color and get to work. Or if we want to go further, we can go further trying to do an exact match. But it's more extensive and more time, and obviously more costly. Trying to get them to do an exact match.
But it's nice to know that you can do that.
Yes, the option is there. powder, or sometimes some color we can mix ourselves. Do like some colors we have experience like trying to get a match. We've done like a Triumph colors, Harley oranges, yellows, stuff like that. We've been able to mix ourselves, or like find a clear, adding to a non-clear color, and we get a match. So we have, but with powders, it's more tricky trying to do that as opposed to liquid. Liquid, you can just mix it, and there's codes, and there's a lot of codes and primer colors that you can mix into one if you go to like a auto body shop. So it's different, the process. With powder, it's trickier because it's not liquid. It doesn't mix like liquid, obviously. And to get it custom, you have to send to the manufacturer to produce basically the color from scratch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you
Well,
think?
yeah, see, even just looking here, there's some that already like pop out
close,
to my head.
right?
Yeah. But also we got swatches, and then we'll match it. You know, we can start with colors that we have here.
That'd be cool. That's a swatch pad.
Yeah, this is one of the first swatch pads we go to. It's the more universally used REL, and then we come pretty close to a good start.
You see, and there's so many variations of the same color.
Yeah.
See, that's close.
It's close, but it's a little off.
Right.
This one's really off.
Yeah,
but
this
one is
yellow.
really close.
Right, it's really close. So we
So
got the,
that could be paint. That's not necessarily powder. Or do we know if that's powder?
that's powder, from what I know. Powder and paint.
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah, so it looks close. See, so then if you go, so this is 70-45. And like even like with us now, like if we find it now, we'll also like obviously, you know, save the information so we know.
Yeah, so far this is
Right.
the closest. That's so cool.
So now in that book, this color is actually in that book, so we'll kind of go down the color wheel on that. See if the next one.
70-45, 70-46. I think we have one right there.
Like the one on the second one.
70-40. It's pretty close. That's 70-40 may be the closest. 7004, that's too bright. Oh, that's another one, 7001. So I would say 7040, 7001.
3 weeks later.
All right, the time is here. If I wasn't already excited with my Bandit, I am equally excited with this, the IRVLab Basket. So I received this sometime in the summer, and I brought it to my friend over here, Carlos. What's up, my buddy?
What's up?
All right, so we did not want to put this on black because so many people have done that before. We want to stand out just a little bit, so what do?
So we stripped off the black, and then we sandblasted it and found a gray that's really close to the original frame color.
It was nicely packaged, and
Just to keep it dust free, you know.
I thought it was. Oh man, no, that looks great. That looks really good. That looks very. That is SUPER73 Rhino Grey right there. That's what that is. Oh, I'm so excited. This is to give you an idea of what it will look like on the bike. And it feels a lot thicker.
Yeah, it's because it is a little thicker. It actually has primer on it. So it has an epoxy primer in the top coat. So it has 2 coats. The original didn't have 2 coats. So we put 2 coats because it's more protection. Oh well, a primer serves as inhibitor for corrosion. So it is a little thicker, you're right. It's a little thicker.
But it looks
But
good.
not by much where you're gonna it's gonna affect the bolting and installing. No, no. But it does have a second coat than the original one didn't have.
All right, so this is my IRVLab basket for my SUPER73 RX. And if you guys wanted to do something similar to this, how can they find you?
ARCANEMOTO on Instagram, ARCANEMOTO gmail.com, ARCANEMOTO.com, or you can stop by the shop. We're in East New York, Brooklyn. But the best way to contact is obviously through email. You can also book an appointment through ARCANEMOTO.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
The IRVLab basket is finally getting installed. This is the hardware that you'll need. This is the painted basket. Now let's get into it. I have an Allen set. Looks like we will be using 2.5 and 3 on this thing to put this thing together. The bushings that you see over here will go in between the basket and the frame. And all this other hardware over here is gonna hold the basket together. 22 holes, 22 washers, 22 nuts, and 22 screws. Let's get into it. So it'll look like this: nut, washer, inside, then screw. All right, I got one side together with the hardware. Now it's off to do the next. Here we got the second side together. Now we'll just work on the last. All right, so this part is important. Before we cinch down on the hardware, we want to make sure that the edges are aligned. All right, so on the inside, I will hold the nut down with a set of pliers. My two corners are tightened. Now flip it over and we'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, after everything is tightened, it's time to install it onto the frame. I am in the garage right now. The bike is here. The horn is gonna need to come off to get that basket inside there. And, all right, 3mm Allen to get the horn out. Once the horn is removed, disconnect the spade terminals. All right, so let's get this started, shall we? All right, as you're inserting your basket, just neatly tuck the wires to the side. And that'll put your basket in place. All right, the bottoms are probably gonna be easier. I only say easy because I can see everything's loose. You got a screw, a larger washer, through the basket, into the bushing, and then into the frame. There is a small notch here on the bottom, and that is where I will snake the wires through for the horn. Reconnect the horn, and before I screw the horn back in place, I will add the bushing. You will have a total of 6 screws, 6 polyurethane bushings, 6 washers, and what we will do is we'll put 2 on the bottom, 2 on the sides. All right. Let's give you a look at how we did it. I have 2 there. I chose the top 2 because the bottom one is going to hold the horn in place. Over here I spaced them out a little bit. You got 1 up top, 1 down below, and then there's only 2 places to mount the one on the bottom. Here we go. Oh no, wait, even before I show you the finished product. Originally I was gonna put the horn inside here, but I figured if it was packed with goods, then the horn would be muffled. So I chose to put it on the back here. The guys at ARCANEMOTO did a phenomenal job of matching that Rhino Grey. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section below. All right, all I gotta do is slap the battery on there, make sure that my horn is working, and we are good to go. So there you have it, the IRVLab basket is installed. If you guys also want to get an IRVLab basket for your Super 73, I will put a link in the description below and you can pick up one just like this. If you guys are in my area and want to color match the basket to your bike, hit up the boys at ARCANEMOTO. They did a phenomenal job here and I'm sure they'll do a phenomenal job for you. Alright, so there you have it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate and smash that like button. Leave a comment, I get back to everybody, and if you want to, please subscribe. So until the next video, peace out everybody. Alright, shout out to the NYC Zeus Club.
NYC Club, yep.
Way better. All right. So if you ever hear that muffled noise, it's because the horn is pressed up against the frame.